Don't discount your grief. So hear me out on this. A lot of times I think that grievers, and I did this too, that I thought that because Erica was the mother of Austin or Donovan, that I wasn't going to grieve as deeply. Or because I wasn't as close to that person or that family, then I wasn't going to grieve as deeply. And here's the truth. I absolutely had a relationship with Austin. I was there on the day he was born. I was there helping my sister breastfeed. I was calling her every day to check on him to see how he was doing. There were many times that Austin spent the night at my house. We raised our children, my family, there's 5 of us, we raised our children together. And I started to discount my grief as it wasn't important. And not only was I discounting my grief, I was forcing my children to do the same. Because I literally thought naively that only Erica and her husband Louis were going to grieve. And so I didn't think it was important enough. So I don't want you discounting your grief. That's number 1. Number 2, your grief could be really important to you. That person or that fur baby could really be important to you. And why do I say fur baby? Because in society, when we go around and tell people, I'm crying because my kitty has died, I'm broken, I don't think I can come back to work, we often don't get the respect that that grief deserves. So since we don't get the respect that that grief deserves from outside sources, right, we tend to start hiding. We tend to start going inward in our grief. We stop sharing it. We stop talking about it. I didn't stop talking or sharing about my grief with Austin, but I pulled back. I pulled back and held it in. And you'll quite often hear me tell the story where I would cry in the shower all alone. I would just bawl in the shower. And I knew the moment I turned that shower off that I was supposed to stop. I didn't give my own personal grief the respect that it deserved. That grief is yours. You own it 100%. And it is absolutely true. It is your grief. Respect it. Take care of it. Nurture it, and don't let anyone talk you out of it. It is your grief, and it is absolutely okay to process the grief you're feeling, whether it's from a distant friend or relative, whether it's from your fur baby, whether it's from a work colleague, and even if it's from someone you don't know. I 100% went through a grieving experience when Princess Diana died. I tell this story all the time. I thought I was going to meet her one day. I thought she and I were going to be best friends.